Yeah, yeah, yeah! Woo-hoo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Apophis Tech and Reviews. And I'm not proud of it, but I bought something again. I bought something big. I mean, it's not the first time. I've did it before. But 2 watches in like a month? I should have. But anyways, on the table you have the brand Longines. It's one of the oldest watch manufacturers in the world and is also the oldest trademark logo in the world. I just searched it up. I didn't know that. But I never considered buying a Longines until I saw the watch that I purchased. Like, it was just perfect. It didn't feel wrong. But anyways, I'm gonna switch the camera so you can see the unboxing experience and go through it all with me. Alright, let's get the box out of this huge bag. There we go. Let's put the bag on the other side of the table. And there we have it. You know, the thing with luxury watches is that it goes with the full experience. Like, a lot of, you know, fashion brand watches like Michael Kors, Hugo Boss, and all these, you know, relatively expensive watches. They're relatively expensive. The reason why is because they cost $5 to manufacture and to sell for $400, $500. But anyways, this is more expensive, but the attention to detail and the thing that goes into these watches is phenomenal. I always am excited when I have a brand new luxury watch to unbox. Now, alright, are you ready? Woohoo! Right, let's put that there. There we go. And then you got this beautiful, beautiful leather box. Yeah, this is why we're doing it, right? And then you have my beautiful receipt. Yeah. And then you obviously have a Longines book, which is an instruction manual of all the Longines watches in their catalog. And trust me, there are a lot of watches in their catalog. So you should check them out. I will leave a link down in the description below to their site. And they have a lot of great entry-level luxury watches that are Swiss-made. They're not in-house, but they're Swiss-made, and they're much better than your average Gucci, Versace, or, you know, designer brand watch. But boom. Anyways, back to the video. I'm gonna try and put the camera closer. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. What watch did I get? Oh. You know, seeing it in person again, like, I've already worn this watch a couple of times. But look at this beauty. This is the Longines Hydro Conquest. Automatic. And it reminded me, when I first saw this, the new generation, with the ceramic bezel insert. So the previous one was aluminum. So let me get my Certina. So you have a reference. This is my Certina DS Action Powermatic 80. This was, I believe, 800 bucks. Yeah, okay, still expensive, but you know, aluminum is very beautiful. It gives you that shiny effect on the bezel, but it scratches very easily. Like, it's a scratch magnet. So wearing this watch as a daily beater, these are actually quite similar because they are both 300-meter water resistance and they're both a date function. But I do prefer the Longines over this. The reason why is because the dial layout, like, it matches. It all makes sense. With this Longines, you have the Arabic numerals at 12, 9, and 6. And then you have a small date window right there. And, okay, it's a busy dial. Don't get me wrong, it's not a dress watch, it's a sports watch. But it makes sense.
to put the 12, 9, and 6. And then you have that date right there on the dial. And it just matches very well. Now, this watch has a ETA 2824 movement, but it's modified in-house by Longines. It's not an in-house movement because they didn't design the movement from scratch, but they did modify the movement to get a 70-hour power reserve, and they lowered the beat rate from 28,800 to 25,600. So it's a bit smoother than the 21,800 vibrations per hour that you see on the Certina. If you compare them, you can see that the second hand of the Certina ticks more than the second hand of the Longines. It is just a gorgeous timepiece. Now let me get this off the cushion, because obviously this is inspired by aviation. Now Longines has a big history with aviation, and that's what you can see on the back as well. The flying logo, the flying Longines logo engraved on the back. It's just a magnificent timepiece, and I wanted to share this with you guys. So if you ever want a luxury, entry-level luxury watch, I do think you should consider Longines. Their watches are just amazing. And for the price, I would suspect that a brand that started in the 1800s would be more expensive than, you know, what they ask for right now. It's pretty stunning. Like, value for money, it's not an investment piece. This is a piece that should be worn. Just like the Certina. Okay, yeah, it costs $800, but it's something you should beat up. It's something you should wear proudly. Same as goes with the Longines. I love sports watches. I love dive watches. So 300 meters of water resistance. They both have 300 meters of water resistance. They're both ETA powered. And this is the Powermatic 80. So obviously this is 80 hours of power reserve, but the beat rate is lowered to 21,600 to achieve that beat rate. To achieve that power reserve, pardon. But I just think they're both beautiful in general. When comparing two, it's just, yeah, you know, I got something for every day. When I want to be more fancy, I wear the green. The green is gorgeous. On the Certina, I do love, and I will do an in-depth review on both of these watches. So this is a quick overview, quick unboxing. But I will do an in-depth review on these watches. I have a couple more to review as well, because I also got another watch during that month, and that one wasn't that expensive. But I just thought, when I saw it in the boutique, that dial, it's something else. It's also a green dial. I'll show you right now. And I will do an in-depth review on all my watches, my individual watches. So don't worry, guys. I am addicted to watches. I didn't realize that until I was, yeah, I think 12. But yeah, I just think it's, look at this. How much do you think this costs? Without searching it up. If someone would come up to me and say, that dial, it's not Grand Seiko quality, but you know, the sunray finish on this dial, I just saw it and I was like, yeah, I gotta get it. Like, I don't care how many $100 it is, I just want it, I just don't care. And I purchased this, and then 2 weeks later I purchased the Longines. Yeah, I know, but still, this was, I believe, $494 for almost $500. You get an in-house Japanese movement made by Seiko. It's the Presage line. So this is more of a dress watch. This is more of a watch you can dress up with a suit. Okay, the bracelet finish is not as good as the Longines or the Certina, but look at that dial. Yeah, that's that's also a watch that I got during that month. So those are the two watches that I got in 1 month period of time. And I know it's a lot of money, but who cares? Hope you enjoyed this quick overview of the watches that I bought recently. Now this one I have not bought recently, so I'm throwing that away. But yeah, I'm gonna do an in-depth review on these.
I'm gonna go through the full experience, how it was in the boutique as well. I'm gonna explain the history of the brands. I'm just gonna, you know, watches are my passion, and it's something that isn't so common these days. There are a lot of watch enthusiasts on YouTube, and I have a lot of communities that I go through, but on the average most people don't really care. But it's a nice hobby, and I should believe that everyone deserves to own a nice timepiece. Now anyways, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.